Aquarius, and welcome to your weekly tarot reading. This will take you from the 16th to the 23rd of April. And I've just pulled your cards. I'm going to clarify quite a couple of them, but I think a lot of Aquarius have got a very interesting process going on, and it's that process of letting go and creating something new. Now, when we're involved in these processes, it tends to be quite tense and quite stressful, okay? Because that's what happens when we create something new, okay? Because your crowning card is the Death card. This is about transformation, letting go. But what's coming from the root of the matter is the Ace of Wands, which is the birth of something new. This is a new seed that wants to come into awareness, that wants to come into your life, okay? It's about creativity. It might be about sexuality because you've got the Lover's card, okay? So very, very similar energies. It's that life force. And these two cards actually go really well together, because to create space for something new, we need to let go of what we're holding on to. Because your additional guidance card is also time to go. So it's a feeling that you've came to the ending of something. I'm not sure what it is. I'm maybe getting it around work for some of you, rather than relationships, because around relationships it seems to be a lot of new energy, a lot of new love that wants to come through. But you start the week and the tension seems to be around more the practical financial side of our life, because you start with the Five of Discs and the Eight of Swords. So these are both cards about feeling restricted. Now, Aquarius, we rule air. Air is free flowing. It's an energy that does not want to be pinned down. That's how Aquarius is often really misunderstood as being detached, and it's not that we're detached. It's just the air needs to circulate. And I've got a feeling, Aquarius, for you, there's a lot of restrictive energy going on. And that's probably why there's this letting go with this ace that wants to, something new wants to start. And quite often before something new starts, we're in a restrictive energy. And that's definitely what's going on for you. I'm getting this 5 and this 8 is probably around work, because you get the 4 of Discs. So there's a sense of needing to liberate yourself, but a sense of needing to hold on to something, probably because financial reasons. Now, we all work in jobs that we don't love, that we don't like, in order to meet our security needs. So I'm getting this is how, for some of you, this is where it's playing out. I will clarify. And it's with the Devil card. So all these cards are representing a state of feeling trapped. Okay, so life has certain rules about it. When we break life down, it's incredibly simple. Before we liberate ourselves from something, we need to be in its opposite, which is quite often quite restrictive, and it's like we're trapped into a smaller place, and then we have to let go. It's like we've got no other choice apart from to move on. I think it's definitely around material things. I'm going to pick one card to clarify these 4 cards. The 4 of Swords. So this is about rest, exhaustion. It's essentially a healing card. And again, it's air, but it's about being in a little bit of rest, a little bit of separation, needing to relax, needing to heal. But these 4 cards here are all speaking to me of being in quite a closed place. It's like being a wild horse but being inside a cage here. And I think it's definitely to do with financial matters. And I'm not saying, maybe how I'm picking it up is maybe the need to be practical, to make a living, is keeping you stuck in a situation that's making you feel that your soul's being chained, okay? Because this Ace of Wands, it's like coming through and all this light is bursting through. But it's like with a bit of restrictive energy. But bear with me, Aquarius, and I'm going to keep clarifying your cards because this is a really profound, liberating week. And the reason we've got a word hero and we have words at liberation is because we need to set ourselves free, and it's generally from chains, things that are keeping us restricted, and we need to summon that energy, that power to liberate ourselves. Definitely a relationship theme going on for you, Aquarius. It's been going on for a long time, okay? Since January, it's been showing up in your love readings. So to begin with, you've got the Page of Cups looking at the Lover's card. So this is and the Ace of Wands here. This is probably a very attractive, hot, emotional attraction with someone. It's really pretty clear here, really powerful energy coming through. Now, it's with the Emperor and the Five of Swords, which I'm going to clarify again. So the Emperor it's a number 4. It's more about security. It's sometimes when it shows up, particularly in a love reading, it's about a restrictive flow of energy. So it's like, if this is a love card for some people, there's something not flowing. Someone's holding back. It's either you or the other person holding back. If it's not, the Emperor is a card of Aries. It means I am and I will. There's this absolute determination to set your life in a new pathway. Okay? Now, it's with the Five of Swords. There might be some sort of conflict around you. It can be conflict in the environment. Maybe some words need to be said. Maybe a conversation needs to be had with someone in order to clear this relationship up, so both of you can be free, especially if it's a restrictive bond, or it can be as a relationship person that's having a really hard time. Maybe you're having a really hard time and your relationship is providing you with some sense of support. I want to clarify these 4 cards, okay? What is this Lovers and this Ace of Swords, this Page of Cups about? Give me a minute. The Queen of Cups, which is about offering love, coming forward. It's about compassion and ordering this cup. And it's with the Queen of Pentacles, 2 queens, the water and the earth queens. Beautiful blending of energies, by the way. But I think there's a restrictive flow of energy. Some sort of conversation needs to be had, Aquarius, with a water queen or an earth queen. And I want to see where this, because the Five of Swords is with the Page of Swords, which is about, they're both communication cards. And because it's a 5, this communication might not be the easiest process to have, but it needs to have. And I've just asked where this conversation's leading to, and it's leading to the 4 of Wands, which is togetherness, celebration, and union. You know what, Aquarius? I can't help reading this as a love reading. I think some of you are feeling really restricted around your work and around your job, okay? But there's a passion going on here. And it's a passion that seems to be held back. And some sort of conversation needs to be had. And it's leading to a really beautiful place. but it seems to be going to be had through difficulty. And it's almost like sharing the truth or working through a difficulty is going to lead you to a state of liberation and happiness and love. This is the Union card. But it's all been done in an incredibly intense and quite challenging week here, Aquarius. Okay, there's absolutely, it's quite an outstanding reading. It's intense. It's like, but before anything happens, even in nature, think of a volcano erupting and the amount of tension that happens underground, the amount of heat before something is created and something is set free. This is about setting free passion, setting love free, because there's something holding it back. Okay? Some of you are really restricted around work. I'm an Aquarius. I get these cards. I'm in a job that I feel is strangling me. Okay? And that's what these represent to me. But there's a love that needs to be set free here. And I think the way to set it free is a conversation. The Five of Swords and the Page of Swords. But that's what's taking you forward to these cards. This is the marriage card. This is the Sacred Union and the Divine Love cards. Wow, Aquarius. Okay, very exciting week, very dynamic, but nothing is born unless there's a dynamic energy. We just live in quiet monotony until we get weeks like this, until we get readings like this, because something new wants to happen. Anyhow, Aquarius, you can get me directly. My email's in the About section. I hope this resonates with you. Very dynamic, very exciting week. Just stay with it, okay? Loads of love, Aquarius. I'll speak to you later. Bye.